So Amber Heard and some of her hardcore followers are straight up being told, hey, you are being sued. And this has reportedly escalated to police involvement. That's right. After this guy puts out some audio proof of what he's talking about, you have threats. Oh, gonna go to the police. By the way, gonna add in Johnny Depp to that too, because yeah, that's what you're dealing with here. And things with the police, they reportedly get wilder from there. You and I, we're going to talk about the suing, the audio, the police, and more. Crazy fun times, huh? Crazy fun times indeed. All right, so hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day, by the way. I hope you are doing excellently. Man, Paul Baresi is saying, hey, Amber Heard, I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue a bunch of co-conspirators you've been involved with, too. Why? Because you folks, you've been harassing me. And by the way, they decided that they're going to involve the police again, kind of proving his point. So these folks do not like him at all. Why? Because at one time, he was hired as a quote-unquote Hollywood fixer or a PI to investigate for Amber Heard. Essentially, dig up dirt on Johnny Depp. He didn't find anything that they wanted, though. In fact, he found the opposite. He kind of humanized Johnny Depp along the way. Baresi is saying, you know what? I am going to sue. Why? Because of the harassment that came off of this. And there was a lot of harassment, by the way. We're talking about false police reports. I know, because I got added into these crazy conspiracies myself. There were reported FBI reports, too. They went after the man's reputation and more. And they went after him in the courtroom, too. And they lost, just to make that clear. They lost, and there was much, much more. So he noted, and there's additions to this as well. It gets much crazier, but he said, Amber Heard, you've enabled all these nut jobs right here to come after me. Now, I'm coming after you, naming you in a lawsuit along with every one of your ugly, vicious, mentally ill co-conspirators. And in that, you can see right off the bat, you have Richie Albertini, you have Taft, I can't remember the guy at the bottom, and I think the other guy is connected to Richie Albertini. Now from there, you have Baresi upload this audio to his YouTube channel. And apparently one of the people involved, they didn't like that at all. Apparently they contacted the police. But listen to this.
Waldman knew immediately I was very dangerous for Johnny. And that's why you start to see where they start talking about money in a veiled way to actually lie for Johnny. That was him in his vague way talking about paying me. Johnny says, yeah, we got to take care of him. I never said that Amber hired Paul Baresi to kill Johnny Depp. I used the term Amber hired Paul Baresi to harass and annoy Johnny Depp. It wasn't until Adam Waldman told me, no, he was hired to kill Johnny. Now, if you did not uncover the fact that he was actually working for Johnny, wouldn't I have every reason to believe he was still working for Amber?
I mean, it's really sad.
It's very sad, Christina, but pat yourself on the back for a minute. Pat yourself on the back for a minute. If you did not break through to me, I would be making a career right now beating the living shit out of Amber Heard.
Which is really horrible.
If you did not come into my world, you better believe I would be on that fucking Johnny Depp side. I would be beating the living shit out of Amber everywhere you look.
Which is what everyone was told to do, I guess.
I told you, Christina, I'm not the hero. You're the hero. That's why I'm saying somebody's looking out for Amber, the man upstairs, and he's using you to do it. I got to make sure that everything I sent you went through. Because I told you I was having issues with the other phone, but that's why I got a new one so I could get everything to move. If it's not, I got to make sure you've got everything I sent you. and then I got to start letting you do your thing.
Now, there's a lot more audio added to that, too, where they try to throw in people that have no involvement. People like Megan Fox, for example. Check that stuff out on his YouTube channel. It is spicy. Well, he reports that went over like a lead balloon. In fact, check this out. And it showcases a mindset, because we've seen other police reports noting Paul Morrissey here. Myself, I was added into stuff. I did videos about that too. But listen to what comes up on January the 9th. Bat hump crazy Christina Taft. I'm not calling them that, by the way, just to make that very clear. Just emailed threatening she's filed a complaint against me and Johnny Depp. That's right, Johnny Depp. He's being involved in the police report, too, with the police department in Honolulu, where she resides. Can you imagine being a police person, by the way? Oh, help me. There's conspiracy. It involves Paul Morrissey and Johnny Depp. Oh, they're coming to take me away. Now, the police involvement does not end there, according to Paul Morrissey. He says, Christina Taft, she emailed me, and she added in something yet again about Johnny Depp. She said, quote, I bet you and Johnny Depp, you would love to see me dead. So Barisi says, I called the Honolulu Police Department, and myself, I would end up calling the police department if somebody said that they filed a police report about me. I found out from like Albertini. Yeah, that's what these folks do. I actually found out because they posted a 911 call about a year ago showcasing, oh yeah, they definitely do that. But when he calls in, he says, hey, I requested that they do a welfare check. I told an officer that was involved that her father had actually confided in me that she, I'm going to say, thought about ending things. That's the way I want to go with that word. Thank you, YouTube. And that she had a pow-pow. So, when the cops showed up at her door, they did so with great caution. Now, as far as this subject matter is concerned, I want to make something very clear. I haven't talked to anyone involved with this particular matter. I am just reporting what is out there in the public. But I did see with my own eyes the police reports. I saw how they continue to try to loop Paul Morrissey into all of these insane conspiracies. They were talking to the police. They also went after him in the courtroom. They tried to ruin the man's life. They tried to ruin his reputation and more. So as far as him suing, I understand that 100%. And beyond that, him naming parties, that could get very, very frisky. It might be interesting to watch it play out. So we'll keep up on this. We'll see exactly what happens. But let me know in the comments what you think about it. And as always, appreciate the heck out of you. You make this stuff work. Can't say that enough. Thank you for being here. Welcome to 2024. Hope it's a great one. Check out the links in the description. They help the channel. Also, share this everywhere. Thank you. Again, appreciate the heck out of you. We will see you soon.